Hello everyone and welcome to Gigantosaurus the Game, a video game based on Gigantosaurus, the TV series on Disney Junior. And the game really wants us to do the tutorial, but this is an open world 3D platformer, where the point is to run around and explore this big open world. So let's say we want to do that instead of the tutorial. It won't let us. It tries to stop us. Fucking insane, right? It takes control of our character away from us and forces us back to the tutorial. Well, I'm not having any of this. I bought this game to explore. So what we're gonna do is rapidly switch characters, and each time we switch characters, we can move just a little bit before the game takes control of us and tries to push us back. So bit by bit, we can move out of the barrier and escape the confines of the tutorial. Just one little nudge at a time, we can escape the tutorial barrier. We will break free and obtain the reason I purchased this game, to explore. You might be thinking, what if it's quicker to just do the tutorial? Why do you have to, brute force your way past the barrier that's trying to steer you on track? Do you not care about the characters? Do you not care about the world? It's not that. I just don't like being told what to do. I have a real problem with authority, just in general. And I've been trying to work on that. You know, some authority isn't worth lashing out at. But no one's going to get hurt if I lash out at this authority. This game cannot tell me what to do. I'm going to explore these islands over here. They look fun. And another thing you might be asking, how do you know the tutorial barrier ever stops? How do you know that it's not infinite? That no matter how far you go, it won't just force you back to the tutorial? Well, I know this because I've done this before. It's not a live recording. Don't be ridiculous. I would be a little winded pressing the switch button this fast and ranting so excitedly if this were a live recording. As soon as we reach land, the tutorial barrier will cease to function. The tutorial barrier is only in the water around the starting island. And that's pretty clever, putting the tutorial barrier in the water around the starting island. But, fuck, I almost had it. But, no matter how hard they try, I will have my victory. Man, this is much harder to do than I remembered it being. Again, not doing this live, but I think I got it. Okay. I wanted to play as Mazu. Mazu is my favorite dinosaur. And we have successfully crossed the tutorial. The tutorial skipped. I don't think we can actually complete the game this way. I think that, all the major collectibles won't unlock until we do the tutorial. But does that matter? Look at all this shit to explore. There's, so many platforms to climb on and so many presumably things to interact with. I don't know yet. But it doesn't matter. I like open world 3D collectathon platformers. This is one of those. And I was feeling real bad when I recorded this, and I wanted to play a feel-good open world 3D platformer collectathon. And the game wasn't going to stop me from doing that. I wanted to do it my way. Also, if I can toot my own horn super loudly for a bit, it took me 3 seconds to think of switching characters as a means to get past the invisible barrier where it forces your character back to the tutorial spot. I gotta be a genius, right? It takes people hours to figure out speedrun tricks and skips and shit. That's just the first thing that came to mind, was trying to rapidly switch characters and see if I could gain control for a moment to inch myself out of the barrier. And I could. I gotta be some sort of superhuman intellect in order to have come up with such a fascinating solution to a problem that only I have faced. I mean, this doesn't really seem like a game that would require a lot of thinking otherwise. I need 200 of these purple things, which make a really fun noise when you collect them. There's a lot of purple things in the water over there, and I'm betting when we touch it, yep, it's going to try and force us back on land, because the tutorial barrier is dumb. But we're just gonna slowly make our way over. Just the one more. Ah, got it. All right, see, so don't let anyone tell you what to do, especially not a tutorial in a video game. But become your own person. Use your brain. I had to switch to Mazu. I like Mazu. Anyway, this game, just like aside from the fact that I was obsessed with breaking it, does seem like it'll be really fun to play. It is multiplayer, and like I'm kind of biased toward open world 3D platformers. I think if you have an open world that has clear effort put into it, you're already a winner, like just by default. There's very little reason for me to dislike an open world 3D platformer collectathon. But when I do play this game proper, I'm sure I'll have a great time playing it. That's it. That's the video. Why are you still watching? Please leave.